So let's talk about Family Matters now. I've given it a few thorough listens. I even wrote some notes. You know why I wrote notes? Because I tried to go through it on the YouTube like I be seeing dudes do. Like they playing the actual content, the video, whatever, and then they reacting to it. And it works for them. But YouTube quickly let me know that was frowned upon. So I don't know what they're doing. Maybe I need to consult with some more experienced bloggers to help me out. You know what I'm saying? Give me the haps, the do's and don'ts or whatever. So yeah, um, so because of that, I couldn't, you know, do it live like that. I don't like it, but this is what we got. I like y'all. Here we go. Family Matters. First of all, what I think is, I think Kendrick applied pressure on Drake. You know why I say that? The pressure was on because if you listen to the Family Affair joint, right, it starts out with a direct response to Kendrick saying, "We don't want to hear y'all say N word no more." Matter of fact, what up, y'all? Welcome to the nation, Monster Nation, that is. I am Mr. Monster Man Rocco, your president, your host, your tour guide. Um, I'm the landlord, I'm the owner, tenant, the janitor. I mops the damn floor. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You know, hit the bell for notifications and send a super thanks if you know what I'm saying. If you're a real citizen and you pay your taxes. But as I was saying, the intro to this song starts with it's a woman voice going, "For this record, I don't think you should say," and he goes in, "Nyeh," and he blazes with some rapid fire bars, about four of them or whatever. And I think that was dope. Fire. I think that was dope. I don't remember exactly what the bars was, but he made his point with that right there, right? But after that, he goes into the song that was kind of previewed at the end of push-ups. You know, the drop and drop, right? So I just, you know, as I'm analyzing what I'm analyzing, I realized that all of these songs, because Family Matters is like a like a three-part song, plus that intro from where the lady goes, "You shouldn't use the word," and it blazes. You understand what I'm saying? So that's almost four parts. It's three parts in the intro, right? I feel like those, not the intro notwithstanding, I feel like those three parts Drake could have had them lined up already. I know that. I mean, first of all, you know that the first part was already lined up, right? But I feel like he was working on. He made all three of those joints individually, and when Drake hit him with that, I mean, and when Kendrick hit him with that Euphoria, he decided I'm putting all this shit together. Cause, Cause Kung Fu Kenny is wilding, right? So he had to do it. He had to put them all together, slaps. Because like I said, like you know that the first part of it, the drop it joint, that was the drop. We was singing on that. I don't like that part, by the way. That was at the end of his push-ups joint. So he been had that. You understand what I'm saying? But at this point, you cannot. Do y'all think it was three parts? Did y'all think it was two more parts to that? Or do y'all think he made those other two parts? You understand what I'm saying? In response to Euphoria. I do. Anyway, so there's that, right? Because I feel, as a matter of fact, I found a version of Family Matters on YouTube where it was only the second two songs, like the first the you know the drop joint. I was just trying to keep it PG. That joint ain't even on it. because they all stand by themselves, right? But let's get into it. The the drop. I was only trying to keep a PG joint. Like I hate that hook, right? I mean, but he gets into the vocals, and the vocals are pretty disrespectful, right? They just aren't just sonically. It feels more like it don't feel like a diss record. It don't got that diss record energy that I be talking about. It's a little bit too passive aggressive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He almost still singing to him, but he not. But he said some stuff to him. Where's my glasses at? Yeah, I should have put. I'm gonna take the thumbnail with these. My thumbnail, I'm gonna take with these shades on, just so y'all can recognize the. I'm gonna try to change the look up because I'm making all these. I'm doing all these reviews back to back and all that. But where my actual glasses at? What part of the game? What's this at, B? It's gonna make me forget my whole point by the time I find my shit. I'm really young, trying to keep it PG. Yeah, I don't like that. But let me see. Let me see if I can see this. He started again. He started off by basically by dry snitching. I mean, well, not he didn't start off by dry snitching, but he started off with some entry bars that they okay. That nothing that nothing for me to quote there, but then he starts talking about Kendrick. If you were actually in a gang, then you would have got what's DP. What that means? Don't play. It didn't play. You understand what I'm saying? He's claiming to say he didn't play, or this, or is that anyway? Then he proceeds to say that what did he say? YG really bang a set. Chuck T really bang a set. CB really bang a set. Now I know that these three individuals probably say that. They probably have said that in their own day. You know what I mean? It's probably out there already known. But can't the same be said for the YW Melly jump off? I know YW Melly is he not, I don't know what YW Melly is saying, but I'm just saying what he's saying isn't that public information? I mean, the accusations, public information. Like, I'm just saying. It's kind of I'm just saying you might want to be careful with that kind of thing. He's a takes a shot at took a shot at J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Like a little light jab at J. Cole. Took another shot at Metro. Make some drum. He did that, but they was light. Said something about he got his girl stolen from somebody else. But lines that stand out to me was he was saying like how you rapping like you trying to free the slaves. You understand what I'm saying? You rapping like you trying to get the slaves free. I mean, I understand. Yeah, that I like that bar. I mean, I also like that Kendrick raps like he's trying to get the slaves free. I appreciate that. But I like that bar. That was a good shot right there to take. He said talking about all this you the black messiah. Meanwhile, you got a mixed. Your whiz is mixed and all of that. I mean, like I said, when it comes down to a battle, niggas will dish you over for things that ain't even really diss worthy. You understand? I mean, like it is what it is. I mean, I always believe if you got some black in you, you're black, because if you put a drop of black, you put a drop of black in anything white. Like you can't turn nothing from black to white. Well, how did I say? You can't turn nothing from white to black. You can turn something from black to white. You know what I mean? Just like usually in nature. You know what I mean? Nothing is 100% and all of that. But I just me personally, like if you half black, then I rock with you one of us. I understand what Kendrick was saying that Drake was more like you didn't grow up living black. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, you judge that how y'all want to judge it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about his mixed queen and all of that. What he said. Let me see. What did I say right here? Oh, and he said that one of the kids might not be his, or something like that. It might be somebody named Dave Free or whatever. I don't know who Dave Free is. Let me get my glasses, because this ain't it. Let me see. Let me see. Whoa, that's way better. Goodness gracious. Whoo! What was I doing just now? Excuse me. So yeah, he said one of his kids might be Dave Freeze, and he spoke about bars going over, like basically anything he says goes over Kendrick's head. That was a short joke. That's cool. You know what I mean? It is what it wasn't. You know, it wasn't nothing groundbreaking about that. But overall, that first song, the drop song, is mid to me, right? The second joint that comes on, however, is fire. According to Rockman's Monster. You know what I'm saying? You score it how you want to score it. But the second joint that comes on, it comes is got the double time beat. He rapping faster. His tone is more aggressive. The beat is more aggressive, and that's what I mean. You set up for a good you set up for a good diss track right there, boy. That's all I'm saying. Said something about him being mad about a chick. He spoke about a Rick Ross talking about a nose job and all that. He said, what he said? He told Rick Ross that Ozempic has a side effect that they don't tell you about. It's jealousy. That's what he said. Ozempic is, I guess, a weight loss drug or a diabetes drug or something like that. So that was that was a decent shot at Ross right there. I rock with it. You know what I mean? We talk about his house is big, but it's in the boondocks. I don't see how that's a diss, but hey, to each his own. Uh, so you like nobody don't nobody want to visit you out there. I mean that's a good thing to some people, should I say? Um, what else he say? What else she say? Oh, this line right here was fire. He said, tears rolling down his cheeks, laughing at what he said, tears rolling down his cheeks, laughing at you niggas dying. That's a war cry. That's dope right there. I like that bar. You know what I'm saying? He said something about Rakim. Who? What Rakim? Who? He not talking about the God. The 18th letter. Not Rakim of Eric being Rakim. Because he was saying like, oh, you still rapping type of he can't be talking about the R like that. That's now cipher. You can't do that. You ain't allowed to do that. I don't like it. I don't like it. You not certain niggas you ain't supposed to be able to say nothing about. You just not. That's the God. Nah, Drake. Nah, Drizzy. And who is this nigga name? We said I can't even read my own handwriting. What he said was he suggested that somebody be writing Kendrick raps too. That's what he suggested in that joint right there. He said is it Baby Keem or something like that. I can't read what I wrote right there, but he said something. I think he insinuated that person that Kendrick's rhymes are only dope when that person writes them for him or is involved in the writing or whatever. I correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. He said, a lot of these. Listen, I'm 50. He named a lot of people that a lot. I don't know all of these people. I'm not these are not my playlist rappers going at it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know their whole history. I'm catching up right now. I do appreciate the fact that they giving me something that is actually hip hop to talk about every day. You know what I mean? Because I'm blogging. I do this blogging thing. I mean, it's just it's fun and all that, but I don't, it pays. You know what I'm saying? So if in order, to, I don't. it's certain things I don't be wanting to talk about. I don't like, man. I don't want to talk about that and this and this is something as a bartitian, as Barzan, Lord of the Concrete Jungle. I will talk about this kind of shit all the time. So hold on, what else we got? Oh, he said something about he had some more shots at Rick Ross in there. He said something about if something happened, Rick is gonna be the one reading him his Miranda rights. I like that. That was slick. You know what I'm saying? I appreciated that. But then he got into the third beat. And the third beat, he was basically kind of singing auto tune. Through that whole joint. But he was going crazy, kind of. He was wild. He was going in with the DV. With the DV. If you've been through the system enough times, you know DV by name. I mean by initial. It's domestic violence we're speaking about, right? He's accusing Kendrick of that sort of thing. Oh, I need these. My bad. He's accusing Kendrick of that. Um, he said that his his pops got robbed by a Top. Did that happen? Well, that's just disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Said something about the big three. He said something about the big three is just Big D. Pause. Pause. Uh, he asked him, "Did you hit your girl because she bigger than you?" Short joke, dope. He said, "Was it self-defense?" I mean, like, listen, you're gonna use whatever you got. Some people don't appreciate it. Some people are like, listen, Drake with all of these, deep ass disses, pause, where you gotta Google them and all of that. Some people ain't gonna. Some people don't. They not with all that. It's not what they like. They like they disrespect on the surface. So where you could get. So imagine having an argument with somebody in the streets and you cussing homeboy out and he don't know what you in a different language. He don't even know what you're talking about. He think that you cussing somebody else out. He think that you just excited about a basketball game when you really. That's not the effect you're going for. So I get that mind frame. You know what I'm saying? Um, what he say? What else he said? He went into the Mike Jackson and Prince analogy, talking about how Mike Jackson wanted to be black. I mean, Michael Jackson wanted to be white, and blah 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 blah. I mean, that's questionable. I heard other stories about that. Like the vitiligo story, and if you're not, because I know a lot, because I know people with vitiligo. You know what I'm saying? And like I grew up with a girl with vitiligo. Nobody, all she had wild brothers and sisters in the projects with us. She was the only one. You understand what I'm saying? So that deems it fathomable that could have been Mike. None of his brothers and sisters, publicly had it, but he did. And him being the biggest celebrity, what I heard was he was just, he went that way. He went. It's easier to make myself, it's easier for me to go from black to white than it is to go from white to black. You know what I'm saying? So that was the thing. And you got a lot of Michael Jackson fans that will Malcolm you from a balcony or something like that. Who was it from the balcony? That will Martin you from a balcony. You know what I'm saying? Um, he said he's gonna get all this. He said something about he's going to Delilah with all of his ice. Is Delilah a person or a place? I'm not sure. You understand what I'm saying? But what he's basically saying, he's wearing all of his ice somewhere, and I'm assuming he's like, yo, try me if you want. This has all of the elements to go outside of hip hop, like I've been saying. You understand what I'm saying? Like all of the elements for this to turn into something that everybody's gonna be like, oh no, we didn't want that. And I'm gonna be like, I told y'all. I'm just saying. Because seriously, what are we talking about here? I'm out. If y'all made it to the end of this video, put 4 thumbs up. And like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the button for the bell for notifications. And if if you're a taxpaying citizens, you'll leave a super chat. Super thanks. All right, rock on, rock on.